my mom's first, manager and whatnot. But, I plan on celebrating by doing something he would want me to do and continue putting out something special.
You wanna come with me? Maybe we can lose control.
B. Howard's tale unwinds on a backdrop of musical legend, beginning with an unexpected interview that thrust him into the limelight. As the cameras rolled, his distinct accent caught the ear, weaving a thread of intrigue through the conversation. It was during this encounter that Johanna Garzili presented him with a question loaded with implications, nudging B. Howard closer to the shadows of a music icon. Wrapped in the mystery of his lineage, B. Howard held the potential key to a secret bound by rhythm and fame, setting the stage for revelations that could shake the very foundations of pop music history. B. Howard's journey from classrooms to concerts. During their chat, Johanna asked about B. Howard's astrological sign. He mentioned that he's an Aries, born on April 2nd.
No, I am an Aries, actually.
An Aries?
Born in April 2nd, yeah.
Do you believe in astrology?
While he's somewhat interested in astrology, B. Howard admitted that he only notices certain patterns, but doesn't fully understand them. Aries are known for being energetic, creative, and determined, but they can also be quite stubborn, something that can be helpful for setting strong personal boundaries. B. Howard spent his early years between Los Angeles and Chicago. He was born in Cedars-Sinai Hospital in L.A. and later went to Marva Collins Prep School in Chicago. This mix of West Coast vibes and Midwestern schooling meant he was often traveling between the two cities. This lifestyle helped him become flexible and adaptable. School was a special place for B. Howard, where he loved to learn and always aimed to do his best. He was often at the top of his class, driven by a strong desire to succeed and make his family proud. Each generation in his family tried to outdo the last, aiming to be a source of pride and success.
Oh baby, can you do that thing that I love so much? She's in, she's in play. She's in, she's in play. She's in, she's in play. All eyes on me when I walk through.
As he got older, B. Howard's desire to impress his family grew into a broader ambition to achieve his own goals and find personal satisfaction. But this wasn't the only thing that shaped him. Music started playing a big role in B. Howard's life while he was still in school. His teachers noticed his talent and enrolled him in music classes. He would often sneak off to join choirs and spent countless hours practicing, which was crucial in developing his musical skills. From a young age, B. Howard wasn't just singing for fun, he was preparing for a career in music. He imagined himself on stage, performing for audiences around the world. This vision drove his passion and hard work, setting him on the path to becoming the multi-platinum artist he is today. He always harbored a profound desire to introduce something novel and exhilarating to the world, a reflection of the joy he experienced while dancing in his youth. Dancing was not merely a hobby, it was his identity, providing him with a sense of purpose and a vision for his future. From a young age, he and his friends would joyously dance their way to the local mall, singing at the top of their lungs, immersed in their impromptu performances. Throughout his formative years, several musicians profoundly influenced his journey. The Jacksons, Mickey Howard, Chaka Khan, and Howard Hewitt shaped his musical landscape.
I need to know, baby, no, darling. I need to know.
Their songs not just background noise, but the soundtrack to his dreams. Cinema also played a pivotal role in his life, with action heroes like Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Wesley Snipes, kindling his love for movies. Before he became known as a performer, he dedicated countless hours in recording studios, writing songs for well-known artists. This was more than music creation. It was about gaining respect and building connections within the industry. He often slept on studio couches, a testament to his commitment. While others speculated about his activities, he was diligently transforming his dreams into melodies, determined to carve out his name through passion and perseverance. He chose to forge his own path and excel in his craft, managing his own music sessions rather than relying on others. Even as his old friends showed more interest in socializing than working, sending him their less significant contacts, these early connections played a crucial role in his career. They would bring him pizza and some cash in exchange for recording or producing their music, teaching him the value of hard work. Often, he received calls late at night, working in the studio until the early hours of the morning. Those nights were filled with excitement, respect, and invaluable learning. Charting unseen musical heights. Initially, payments were modest pizza and a small sum of money. However, the course changed dramatically, with a substantial paycheck from a collaborative project with Epic Records and Sony, featuring the artist Genuine. Both Epic and Def Jam offered lucrative compensation, marking a pivotal moment. The excitement was palpable as the journey from the East Coast to Los Angeles unfolded, where a limousine bearing a personalized welcome awaited, cementing a VIP experience. This period stood out as a life highlight, a testament to hard-earned recognition. Despite the high, not all was smooth. The inception of the track Night and Day traces back to a casual conversation in Calabasas with a close friend. Fresh from achieving number 11 on the Billboard with Don't Say You Love Me and frequenting the MTV Awards, the scene seemed set. However, participation at events like the BET Awards garnered a tepid response. The friend highlighted a recent disconnect from the urban and R&B communities, despite past collaborations with artists like Neo and Trey Songz. The enthusiasm for revisiting Night and Day resonated well, especially as its anniversary approached. The decision was met with excitement from all quarters, particularly Alvy, who was fully supportive of the idea. The reception of Night and Day exceeded expectations, delivering a heartfelt connection with audiences. The song's uplifting nature became a personal solace and a public joy, particularly in live performances. Its compatibility with the dynamic atmosphere of large venues underscored the communal spirit of the performances, transforming audience members from mere fans to integral parts of a shared musical journey. Touring brought its own set of challenges and joys. Staying grounded was crucial, influenced heavily by a solid upbringing and fundamental values. The routine was simple yet fulfilling. Perform, eat, rest, and enjoy time with visiting friends and family. The process of coordinating everything, from getting approvals to aligning with such a huge event, was challenging. But knowing that my work is part of something as massive as the World Cup, that's a whole new level of excitement.
And now is the time to unite us black and white and be the pride of Africa's might.
And this was just one of the many moments that showed me how far-reaching music can be. The letter arrived, marked with the potential of a new musical collaboration. It was an invitation to blend talents into a song, with the sun serving as the central muse for its creation. As the project began to take shape, the number of singers to be involved was a significant topic of discussion, hinting at the expansive nature of the collaboration. In the midst of these creative exchanges, a crucial meeting with Sony was scheduled. The representatives from Sony came with a clear vision, suggesting specific artists who should lend their voices to the track. Their input didn't stop at artist selection. They offered detailed advice on various elements of the song, emphasizing adjustments that would tailor it perfectly for the World Cup audience. Their contributions were aimed at sculpting a song that could resonate globally, aligning with the grandeur and spirit of the event. The challenge was adjusting the song to fit these requirements. The journey continued as we brought in various artists, including Wyclef from one part of the world and Jasmine Sullivan from another. We also involved performers from South Africa, like the Salado Singers, and even an artist who originally sang a song for Mandela. The mixing process proved to be intricate, necessitating careful attention to detail and coordination among numerous individuals. Securing the rights for name credits on the record presented another layer of complexity. The entire endeavor stretched over a month and a half. This extended period was filled with challenges that required constant collaboration and persistence to overcome. As the person reflects on the support system that has propelled their career, emotions run deep. The presence of these figures is deeply felt, echoing in the silence that their absence has left behind. Navigating life without cherished individuals is profoundly challenging. The mere mention of their names during conversations or recounting stories about them often resurrects a sense of emptiness, complicating even the simplest tasks. This void ignites a continuous quest to honor their legacies and uphold the values they cherished. The historical journey of responsibility. Brandon Howard, also known as B. Howard, is a beacon in the world of music, casting long shadows that echo the legendary Michael Jackson. Born under the bright lights of Los Angeles, Howard grew up immersed in a world filled with rhythms and melodies, drawing from the profound musical legacy of the Jackson family. Despite the swirling rumors about his lineage, Howard has crafted his own identity, one beat and lyric at a time. In the past, people often found it hard to manage their responsibilities smoothly. When others trusted them, they felt a strong push to live up to those expectations. The challenge was to meet these expectations without losing who they really were.
Is supporting my music, supporting who I am as an individual aside from everybody. I'm not here to piggyback on anyone. I'm not here to just be like...
And it didn't always go well. Looking back, we can see that the idea of responsibility has a long history, shaped by European and transatlantic ideas about political and moral duties. These influences can be seen in how people have understood and handled their personal and social obligations over the centuries. For example, during the Industrial Revolution, people had to deal with the fast pace of technological and social changes. They had to figure out how to stick to their own values while adjusting to this new industrial world. Moreover, the concept of corporate social responsibility shows how business practices have changed over time due to public expectations. This change reflects a growing awareness of corporate responsibility. Understanding the historical background of these responsibilities is important. It helps us see why people acted the way they did, based on the norms and values of their time. For example, books like Mark Twain's Adventures of Huckleberry Finn make more sense when you think about the time period in which they were written. The themes and language of the novel were deeply influenced by the social norms of that era. In the same way, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein reflects the Romantic movement's reaction to the social and political changes of the early 19th century, touching on themes of isolation and change brought about by the industrial age. But here's the tricky part. Balancing personal integrity with society's expectations has always been a tough and ongoing struggle. This struggle has been shaped by the cultural, social, and economic conditions of different times. Understanding these historical contexts gives us a better appreciation of why people behaved the way they did, and how society's duties have evolved. Yet, the most burdensome aspect remains the enduring memory of their significance. Their absence casts a pervasive shadow, hindering progress and serving as a constant reminder of what was lost. Amidst these struggles, witnessing calm and composed behavior in others is admirable. It evokes memories of a resilient mother who, despite her own trials, persevered and became a source of inspiration. Such strength and determination inspire others to face their challenges with similar bravery. From the vibrant pulses of Supermodel to the intoxicating rhythms of Dance Floor, his music is a mosaic of modern sounds and old-school flair. Each track Howard releases carries the weight of his heritage and the freshness of his innovative approach to music.
Girl, I think that I could be the one to bring you to the dawn. Just don't say you love me. Turn your body right round.
His songs are not just heard, they are experienced, each note a thread in the vibrant tapestry of his artistic expression. Howard's journey has not been without its storms. The whispers of his connection to Michael Jackson have followed him like a shadow, fueling both intrigue and scrutiny. Yet, like a true artist, he transforms this pressure into music that resonates with the soul of those who listen. His talent shines through the cloud of controversy, his voice a clear call above the din of speculation. In the studio, Howard is both a wizard and a workhorse, known for his meticulous attention to detail and his golden touch on the mixing board. His collaborations span the globe, weaving together the talents of international stars and homegrown heroes. Each project is a testament to his versatility and his unyielding commitment to his craft. But Howard's influence stretches beyond the bounds of music. He stands as a symbol of perseverance in the face of relentless public curiosity. His life a continuous dance on the fine line between fame and privacy. In each interview and appearance, he carries himself with the poise of someone born to the spotlight. Yet his eyes hint at a depth untold, a story yet to be fully written. There had been much discussion swirling around his name, particularly following a story by TMZ, and it seemed necessary to set the record straight.
Number one, I did not call TMZ or anything like that.
Clarity and brevity were his priorities as he began to address the misconceptions. Firstly, he emphatically stated that he had never reached out to TMZ or any media outlet to disseminate news or stories about himself. The rumors circulating had not originated from him. Secondly, the claim that he was Michael Jackson's son was completely unfounded. He had never made such a statement, and he wanted to correct that false narrative. Thirdly, regarding the rumors of a possible lawsuit against the Jackson estate, he clarified that these too were baseless. Financially, he was well taken care of and had no grievances with the estate. Moreover, he was financially independent, earning his own money. He expressed gratitude for the concern shown towards him, but emphasized the importance of receiving information directly from him to maintain simplicity and honesty in discussions. However, he hinted that amidst all these clarifications, there still remained an element of surprise yet to be revealed. A DNA test was done recently. It was just a test, nothing more. Brandon Howard, who was right in the middle of all this talk, felt it was important to clear things up. He wanted everyone to know that this test had nothing to do with anything else that was being talked about. He decided it was time to step back and close this chapter. He was leaving what happens next up to others. He was thankful for everyone who paid attention to his story, and with a clear goodbye, he hoped to talk again when things were calmer. Brandon repeated that the DNA test was its own thing and had nothing to do with other rumors or talks. He put his hand on his heart and promised there was no link. He wanted to make sure everyone got the message straight from him. This was his story, his words, and his alone.
And whatever the DNA test comes out to be, the results is what it is. But this is coming from me, personally, okay? Spread it around. Make sure everybody knows this is me, okay?